It's UK's best part-time band. Hello!
I'm Rod Gilbert, stand-up comedian, and I've had a radio show for 10 years, and people send me music all the time. And some of it is absolutely fantastic. It's got me wondering just how much undiscovered talent there is out there. The BBC have hooked me up with this ropey old van, and I'm off on tour.
I've hauled in 3 musical heavyweights to help. Silky smooth soul-to-soul legend Jazzy B.
Back to reality.
Jazzy is the man behind R&B giants Soul to Soul. And I remember dancing just as badly as him to this very track as a young hipster down at Moonrakers in Llanelli.
Buongiorno.
Jazzy,
How you doing, fella?
I'm all right. How are you?
Scraping through as you do.
Nice to meet you.
So you got your GPS on?
Oh, hang on.
You can go up that way.
Can I go up that way?
Jazzy's clearly loving being on the road with me, and off camera he cries real hot wet tears when he learns it's nearly over, as we're heading to North London to see our final act.
King Salami and the Cumberland 3.
That's a name and a half there, isn't it?
Drummer and graphic designer Eric literally couldn't live without his garage punk band.
It's a bit like a drug. I really need to play music, really. If I don't play music, I get a bit depressed. I think about the band most of the time.
Cheer up, Eric. You'll get to play once I've done this bit. Eric's day job comes in handy. He designs all the band's artwork.
14 blazing bangers. And you can see the doggy Jack here is in most of the records.
I think he was in like 5 different bands when I met him. So I knew what I was getting into, I think.
Eric hides his passion for music so well, his wife Mackie has barely noticed he's in a band.
He always practices regularly, so Thursday, we could never do anything on Thursdays. If he's got a gig in the weekend, he prefers not to do anything on a Friday. And he's often away throughout the weekend if it's abroad. So I don't really see him that much.
Jazzy and I have come to an intimate venue in North London to grab a slice of King Salami.
Being part of the program, it will give us exposure. We'd like our music to be heard by as many people as possible, really. To play in front of like a good audience, as opposed to in front of 10 people.
I like them even more now, because that's their own. Thank you, everybody.
Well done, guys. That was great. I enjoyed that.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. What I enjoyed most about it, honestly, was the fact that it looked like fun, not being so serious and being really entertaining.
There's too many bands who are too serious about it, you know, to focus on glory and fame, and when they're on stage, they're paralyzed. They're looking at their feet, and I'm like, come on, man, you know, it's supposed to be fun.
Did you have the character before the hat and stuff, or did you put the hat on and then it all changes?
He always had a bit of a character.
He always had the character.
Yeah.
What's the day jobs, can I Seb?
I coach tennis.
Okay, I can see that.
Tennis teacher. I'm sorry. Hey, can't you tell?
What's nice is to see a band with a character front man, because I think that's a little bit unusual. Most of the guys try to play it down a little bit.
Great gig. Thank you, man.
Great gig. I like the way he's so animated, and it's great to watch. Yeah. It's really good to
You
watch.
can imagine them working put them in I mean, that was a really small pub gig. You can imagine that working on a
larger
on
scale.
a bigger scale, really working the audience.
King Salami and the Cumberland 3. They had character, spirit,
Very
energy.
bit punky.
They're great entertainers.
Hello, London. Hello.
Hello, Scala.
Here we are. It's UK's best part-time band. Give us a U. Give us a K. Give us a B. Give us a... Fuck it. Thanks all of you for coming so much. It's rammed in here. That's fantastic. This is Jazzy B of Soul to Soul fame. So our next band, ladies and gentlemen, is from North London. This is your massive, isn't it, Jazzy? Talk to him. This is your massive.
Well, you know, this next band coming up absolutely blew me away. You know, it's not every day I get to listen to music like that, but it was a massive, massive turn on. So I hope you're going to enjoy them as much as I did.
Nervous.
Yeah, very nervous.
King Salami and the Cumberland 3.
Yes!
Ladies and gentlemen, do you want to hear some rock and roll? Mr. Beaconstrip, there would not be King Salami without the appropriate hats. We're not funny, we're dangerous. Do you want to hear some rock and roll? I want to hear you say yeah! Down on the corner, get a beat alright. So I took my minutes and it's Saturday night. Got a chitter and that's at a sign. I go, come on, pretty baby, do the world. If you don't know how to do it, what's it for? We're gonna do the dance, we're gonna do the beat. The word simply, and it goes like this. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the time now for you to repeat after me. You gotta shake your bones and book it down low. And do a little jig and shimmy real low. And stomp your feet from side to side. You're doing no worse, you're doing alright. You're doing alright. Come on, pretty baby of the world. If you don't know how to do it, what's your fun? We're gonna do the dance, we're gonna do the man. Do the work.
Supposed to throw it at me and I smash it on the floor.
Okay.
On the-
Too late now, isn't it?
Brilliant.
We're not talking to you.
Shut up.
We're not. In fact, you should
Shut
have
up.
shaved.
That
You
was-
should have shaved.
That was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
You were lying.
I'm not lying. I'm
You're
not
a
lying.
pleaser.
I'm not lying. Honestly, I'd have walked straight past if they'd been embarrassing. People are friendlier as I've been walking through the gate. People are actually in a better mood. People are friendly.
Because
Genuinely,
you made that happen.
You changed the mood. Don't wave your maracas at me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Thanks all of you so much for staying around. I'm glad that you're as invested in this as we are. You've gone home, have you? Good. Jazzy's going to invite 2 on into the final. I'm going to bring the bands on just to make it more awkward. Yeah, let's do it in front of them, why not?
Here we have it. The 2 bands that are going to be invited back. Because you're all great. Everybody here is great. King Salami and the Cumberland 3. King Salami and the Cumberland 3 totally blew me away, and I just thought they had the energy, and I really feel that they had all the attributes.
I've been invited by 52 people for a drink. It could be a long night.
There it is, the end of our final tour, and we now know our grand foe will battle it out next time in Manchester.
Come on! Hello, Manchester!
We've covered more ground than Meatloaf's picnic blanket. And after 3 regional heats, each legend picked their 2 favourite bands for tonight's final. Jazzy rooted out the best from the south. Meaty garage punks, King Salami. Each band has just 2 songs, a cover version and an original, and it's going to be vital to grab the voting audience by the super furries.
Please welcome Jazzy B from Soul to Soul, ladies and gentlemen.
Back to life, back to
Yeah, let's not be too relaxed, boys, all right?
Oh, the next band, they are from London.
I'm so relaxed. I've been peeing 10 times over the last 10 minutes. That's how relaxed I am, really.
Jazzy loves this band.
They really, truly bring the noise to the party. So hopefully you're going to enjoy them as much as I do.
Please welcome all the way to the stage, King Salami and the Cumberland.
Make your swing a little bit more relaxed and a bit longer.
When frontman Seb isn't making a racket on stage, he's wielding one in his day job. Sorry.
Yeah. I think I'm more serious, cheerful but serious at tennis. And I'm crazy and serious with the band, because I really want this to go somewhere.
This is it.
This is the spot.
We discovered King Salami in a North London sweatbox. A small audience enjoying a slice of their rockabilly garage punk. When the turban goes on, lead singer Seb becomes omnipotent sausage god, King Salami.
Did you have the character before the hat and stuff, or did you put the hat on and then it all changes?
He always had a bit of a character.
He always had the character.
A lot of this energy was in the turban, was in the hat. Because we have an affinity, the fact that I keep all my energy up here as well, you know. Does that work for you?
I'm rubbish without it.
What I enjoyed most about it, honestly, was the fact that it looked like fun.
There's too many bands who are too serious about it, you know, to focus on glory and fame, and when they're on stage, they're paralyzed. They're looking at their feet, and I'm like, come on, man, you know, it's supposed to be fun.
So, King Salami Records.
The band were formed 10 years ago, and without it, animator and drummer Eric Baconstrip gets the DTs.
It's a bit like a drug I really need to play music. I think about the band most of the time.
Eric's band wife, Mackie, takes it all in her stride.
He always practices regularly, so we could never do anything on Thursdays. If he's got a gig in the weekend, he prefers not to do anything on a Friday. And he's often away throughout the weekend if it's abroad, so I don't really see him that much.
And you can see the doggy Jack here is in most of the records.
Well, I want you guys to understand and to know this. When I first saw you, one of the most amazing things was how much you brought the audience into what was going on. That happy feeling.
Thank you.
So please, don't change too much and just go out there and do your thing.
Thank you, Jazzy.
All there, my friends.
Sometimes I feel I've got to run away, I've got to get away. The pain you drop it to the heart of me, the love we share just don't go nowhere. And I lost my light for a touch that goes like a deep at night. Once I ran to you, now I run from you. You can't ever together, I give you all the more you give. Why? Tell me love. Tell me love. Break it down, my Cumberland. Break it down. Break it down, Simone. I want you all kneel down. I want you to get on your knees. I want you to get on your knees, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna numb the hell out of you. Now I know I've got to run away, I've got to get away. You don't really need any more from me to make things right. You need someone to hold you down, and you think love is too free. But I'm sorry, I don't pray that way. Once I run to you, now I run from you. And then if I'm defeated, I gave you all the boy thing. Take it off, take it off, take it off.
He really bossed him. He was like training a puppy. Honestly, he was like,
Brilliant.
funny.
That's
On
what
your
you call
knees.
front man as well, right?
Have you heard about a brand new sensation? Everybody's doing it all over the nation. I tell you what they're doing, and you want part two. They go, hoo, hoo, hoo. And the fancy that there ain't no use. You don't need a taxi, go, no get a shoe. Just tickle like a high and walk like a goose. And you, ooh, 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 ooh. And you're the blind. And you're the blind. 1, 2, 3. And you decline. And you decline. 1, 2, 3.
Musically, what did you think, Mitch?
I'm confused. I don't know what they are. It's like watching a sawn-off Bonzo Dog Doodah band.
Oh, push me. Every time they do it.
Is it comedy? Is it cabaret? Is it rock and roll? I'm not quite sure.
But I mean, hell of a frontman.
Wow. I need a drink.
King Salami messed with Midge's head, but they had the voting audience on their knees, and they've put our final band on the back foot.
King Salami, what the hell? That guy hypnotised the crowd. That's what you guys are missing. Turbans. We need sorcery. That's what we need. He did some sort of. He went on there and he just sort of. He went like, everyone on your knees, and they all went, okay.
That was quite something.
Brilliant. If we could have that.
So what you're saying is they're all nice and warm, no excuses, yeah?
Exactly. That's exactly what we're saying. Exactly. No, I am nervous.
What do you think the audience have gone for?
I think King Salami.
You had that whole crowd hypnotised.
It was some nutter with a wet hat. You know what I mean? Like,
Anybody want this piece of shit?
UK's best 0 hours contract band.
How many bands we got?
It's been a Herculean effort. Several months, 1,500 miles across these fair isles, one van blown up and one just crashed. TV's catchiest titled TV talent show on television.
My mother-in-law, she was here, and she said, guys, you didn't win, but Susan Boyle, she didn't win, and she did great, you know, so... She said that.
see? Who is Susan Boyle?
This programme is available to watch on BBC iPlayer for 30 days, where you can find options to buy, download and keep the series on BBC Store and other suppliers. Next for us tonight, the drama of Versailles.